Alright folks, what is up? This is One Big Bug and I am coming at you with League of Legends and the Unsung hero of the ARAM series. And this one I'm playing Annie. I haven't gotten to play Annie in a long time, and I actually kind of like the theme that the three of us have here on the right side. It's me, it's Ari, and Brand, so it's the Team Fire right there, because we have Foxfire, Ari. We also have Surprise Party, Fiddlesticks, and Draven. However, I didn't give a lot of chance to my team. Mainly because we're heavy AP, even though we have a Draven. We lack a tank, which, of course, they have in Maokai, and they have a fair amount of CC to our kind of lacking CC. You know, they have a Nivea stun, they have knockback and snare in Maokai. They have a suppress and silence in Malsahar, and teemo shroom, slow, and lots of damage. So yeah, there's a lot of CC in comparison to what we have. I mean, we do have a charm, we do have a knock aside, we do have a fear, stun, and another stun in Brand, but just kind of comparing to the two, to me, they're a little bit more effective over the other side. Now, if you watch what I purchase here, I actually buy a Kindle gem first. Why? Very simple. There's a teemo on the other team. I am immediately rushing the Hectech Sweeper, and I'm trying to convince my team to do the same. I know this is ARAM, but God, every time there's a teemo on the other team, at least 2 to 3 people should carry the Sweeper. It's that simple, but I think I build it and Ari builds it, and I build it right away. And I think Ari builds it a little later, if I remember correctly. But you will see just how effective it can be, and the difference it makes when you're up against teams like a teemo, and like an Akali and an Evelyn, anyone that has stealth. That this is a good game that shows you just how effective the Sweeper can be. And the whatever the bow is, I forget what the bow is called. Lightbringer, that's it, the Lightbringer. And that they can be worth building because it can make a difference. So I really do enjoy playing Annie, especially in ARAM. She's very easy to use. She's very easy to farm with. She has lots of utility, and she has plenty of burst damage. And she doesn't have to build for it. Now, I think one big mistake that that's going to happen on the enemy team is going to be through Gangplank, and that's he's building Crit Plank. Crit Plank is actually very viable in any game. It doesn't just have to be ARAM. It can be ARAM, Summoner's Rift, whatever. It does a lot of damage, but without any survivability, he gets blown up. I mean, you'll see as the game goes on just how fast he can get blown up, and that actually becomes a major weakness on their team because he's so easy to take out. I think I might understand where he was going, but in the long run, it actually will, I believe, my feeling is we'll play against him. We know teemo's hiding in the bush. I just played a game recently, and unfortunately we lost. We were all AP team, but we were like long cooldown CC APs with not the highest amount of burst damage. And yeah, we're forcing some flashes, and that's actually really good. But yeah, we played the same thing with what they have. They had the Darius. All he did was stand in the bush and look to try and pop out and yank people, and it didn't work very well, for him. But it didn't have to. His team ended up winning anyways. But again, teemo. Here is the issue with teemo. And again, I think this is another drawback on his team as we pick up Maokai and almost get Malsahar. Teemo, he'll pick up a few kills, and he's gonna die there. He'll do a little bit of harass, but that's pretty much it. He's not really helping his team. He's not consistently harassing with poison. He's not consistently harassing with blinding dart. So In short, it's almost like a 4v5 unless a team fight breaks out. And yeah, I don't effectively use my magma shield on Annie, so there's that. Without Teemo constantly harassing and using his range and his poison, it's quite a major drawback, for his team. It becomes a 4v5 unless a team fight breaks out. I really think they could have possibly won if Teemo had been in there fighting. Unfortunately, he wasn't. At least unfortunately for them, fortunately for us. You see, he'll get a few shots and then just run off. If he continued chasing just a little bit more, he probably could have gotten 1 or 2 more shots off. He could be easily popping in and out, taking advantage of things that Maokai or, stuns that maybe Malzahar gets and whatnot. But he just tends to play it safe and only come out when somebody gets really close to him, somebody low health or something. And the thing is, we know he's there, so we're trying to avoid the bush as much as possible. It's not possible to avoid the bush 100%, but it's pretty damn close. And I really just want a Hectech Sweeper right now. I'm pretty close to already having the gold for it. It actually doesn't cost a lot of gold. And it's not a bad item to start with. With its cooldown reduction and ability. And yeah, I just dropped Tibbers on Malzahar. And then I just walked Tibbers around. And we managed to knock Anivia into her egg form and finish her off really easy. And yeah, Ari's going to go down, and we're all low health. But we're still keeping it even as I just, I chase Tibbers around everybody. I really don't care. Unfortunately, he reset. A little too far away. But Tibbers is such a terror. That's another reason why I like Annie. You can just send Tibbers everywhere. People are going to run away from him rather than try to fight him. Like, even low health, they're not really fighting him. They're just trying to wait till he, times out. Malzahar finally taking him out at range. He's worth 50 gold. He's worth trying to take out if you can do it. There they go, trying to get a pick off again rather than pursue, just break off. Probably could have been an easy kill. I know I'm going to die at some point soon. I'm out of sustain. And in truth, I need to go back. I need to buy. So I'm not... I don't want to die to the wrong person. I'd rather feed it to Maokai or something. But it's ARAM, the nature of the beast. You can only do so much. And beautiful charm by Ari, and Brand picking it up with the pillar there. And Gangplank, he's already got his yeah, knew that was going to happen. But I managed to pick up Maokai despite being low health. I believe that Teemo will kill me at least once in this match. But yeah, we're all low health, and against an Anivia, especially one that's level 6 or above, that's not the greatest of plans to go charging in, because it'd be really easy for her to kill all of us with her ulti. So Brand going out and tangling with her, fire on ice, classic battle, I suppose. And Gangplank drops his ulti on the eye. I just magma shield it, step out, wait for it to run out. Gangplank's ulti, man, there's an RNG curse right there. You'll either do half somebody's health, or you'll be lucky if you get one shot, just tower dancing. Again, we don't have the most offensive team. We have plenty of AP burst, but we have no upfront line. We have nobody that could be, we have nobody that can be out there and make the initiations. And that's something we're a little worried about, I'm pretty sure. I know something I'm worried about. I just dropped Tibbers, and I get blasted by Gangplank. Not unforeseen. I knew that would happen eventually. But I was hoping to get away with just dropping Tibbers and using them for harass at that point. I'm not sure what my thinking was behind that. Maybe I thought I could get something. That's something Ari should have been doing a lot more of right there. And that's going for the charm in the bush to force Teemo out. Stand on the edge of the bush. right here and throw charm this way. It'll pretty much cover the path, and it'll hit him wherever he stands. And see, that's the other thing about doing what Teemo's doing now, is it's predictable. You know, after you see it for a little bit, you know he's going to be there at some point. You know, he'll be easy to take out. I've already got the sweeper. I've also already picked up a blasting wand. So I have 126 AP already. That's pretty significant. I also picked up the sorcerer's boots. If you take a look at the sweeper, look, it's got 10% cooldown reduction, 10% movement speed, and I can detect those traps and hopefully not walk the hell over them. Plus 50 ability power, plus 300 health. That's really, really strong when you consider its cost. And the fact that you can, as you see Gangplank nearly getting destroyed there. He does pick up Ari, but it's almost not enough. And nice try, Fiddlesticks. He lasted for a while. Again, knowing Teemo's there. We know he's hiding there. It's just a matter of time. And see, he pops out. So he keeps letting us know he's predictable. And then I just drop Tibbers in the bush. I'm like, screw this. I go in. And there we go. I pick up Gangplank. Unfortunately, I die to Maokai. So it's a trade of 1 for 1. Although, not the best of options considering how badly they outnumber us at the turret. Like, if Teemo was out here pushing with them, they could be pushing and hitting the turret. They're not, they're just standing there. Well, not them. He's just standing there doing very little to nothing. So he's definitely not helping his team right now. So I pick up the Amplifying Tome. Yes, I am going for Void Staff. When I go for ARAM, there's a lot of times I really believe in magic penetration over sheer ability power, like rushing a death cap. And yeah, I flashed into that to help kill Maokai. Unfortunately, we do lose Fiddlesticks, but just look at how easy it is to chunk Gangplank. And also dying, yeah, I'm just kind of waiting for Teemo. Bam, double kill. Teemo does not have what he needs to kill me right now. And that comes from him not harassing and not getting kills. Yes, he has a death cap. Yes, he has an Amplifying Tome, but that's it. He doesn't have the attack speed for that to do much. So right now it's all mushroom damage. So compared to the burst that I'm able to put out, yeah, I'm significantly stronger already. And unfortunately, I'm going to be tripping over mushrooms here. I thought I missed that mushroom, honestly, but I didn't. And it's almost going to kill me and Draven, but not quite. Pardon me. So again, almost dead. I missed the bush area, and I do catch Teemo. Unfortunately for me, he didn't give me a regular shot. He gave me a blinding dart. And again, yeah, I could not help that. It was not the Gangplank ulti that got me. It was Malsahar that got me. Although I could have swore it was a minion. And Ari's going to be taken out by Teemo. Take a look. He's only killed 9 minions. Yeah, he's gotten 5 kills. Look at the rest of the team. 19, 28, 34, 31, 3, 2. Yeah, he's picked off the most, but it's still not helping him. I just don't... I don't know. But anyways, I got Void Staff. I really don't know where I want to go with what Teemo's doing. I mean, I understand the idea behind it, but when it becomes so predictable that it actually stops working, why are you going to continue to do it? And you could say, well, it hasn't stopped working. He's still, he just got a kill for Ari. Okay, yeah, he cherry-picked a kill, but they're coming fewer and far between because we know he's there. Maokai, unfortunately falling to the curse of many Maokai players, and that's getting caught in the turret with your twisted advance. Seems like a great idea, and then you just end up dying. Now, you see, having a Hectech Sweeper right now, we could easily just spam the hell out of these bushes and find Teemo and find all the mushrooms and everything. But unfortunately, I'm still the only one that has one. So it's not helping matters. Ari checking, but again, the wrong direction. You need to check long-wise. But my sweeper's just about up, and watch what ends up happening. This is why you get a sweeper right here. Bam, teemo. Doesn't realize he's been revealed, gets annihilated. I didn't need Tibbers, but frack, it was a teemo. You know, and you see how much I was able to chunk straight off of Gangplank with just one hit. That was just one fireball that I ended up chunking Gangplank with, so. And it only gets more powerful from there, you know. And, whew, Fiddlesticks almost tripping over a mushroom. That would have been the end of him right there for sure. Of course, as low health as we are, it could easily be the end. And again, Ari flashing in. Really smart move on Ari's part. Simple as that. And Fiddlesticks actually doing a good job in the back line. He picked up Anivia. I don't know if he picked up anyone else. And teemo again, you know, oh here I'm gonna plunk you a couple times, and then I'm just gonna run back into my bush rather than try and pursue you and get more damage on you. It's really one of the most ridiculous things I've seen. And, you know, there I go. I reveal him again, and he's unfortunately going to get me. That's the one kill I believe he gets off on me right there. And well, what can I say? It was bound to happen eventually. But still, at this point, I'm thinking my team has a bit of a chance. A bit of an outside chance at least. And I believe, yeah, you can see Ari has finally built the sweeper as well. So that at least gives us two weapons to use against teemo and his shrooms. So I have picked up the mask now. And am I waiting for anything? No, I'm moving out. So I only have 189 ability power, rather. But I have plenty magic penetration right now. Which, you know, look at Maokai. He's got plenty of magic resist. Malsahar doesn't, surprisingly. Anivia, of course, does have some. Gangplank has none, and teemo has none. But still, even if they don't have magic resist, penetration still works. You can take it into the negative. So, and Malsahar thinking he's going to stand up to Annie, and I just say, this is Tibbers. Although Maokai does get me, and that will be the end of Maokai in the turret again. Poor Maokai. It's like every time he twisted advances, he hits the turret. And Ari trying to be cute there against Anivia doesn't work, unfortunately. There we go. Teemo's finally trying to do something. Oh, no. Wait. Sorry. Back to hiding in the bush. You see, not helping to push with Anivia at all. Not trying to kill the minions. Just standing there and letting it happen. Not trying to harass Bran. Not doing anything. They could have had that tower down by now, is my guess, if teemo had been active. But he wants to play little bush ninja teemo. Now, something I haven't been doing is charging up my stun. So that's what I'm working for now, is just to charge my stun up. Because, you know, that's Anivia's major weapon right there. Not Anivia, that's Annie's major weapon right there. So again, you know, sparkle the bush, start taking out some mushrooms. So at least I know that that bush is clear right now. Doesn't mean teemo can't walk back into it and put more shrooms. But I know that I killed the shrooms that are there at the moment. And, yep, there goes Maokai again. And they try and double ulti us. And they almost get Fiddlesticks out of all that. And you're going to see the drawback of Gangplank's play in a little bit. And the fact that you don't need a ton of ability power. Bam! Right there. Bam! Let's see. Hopefully this won't crash. Okay. Let's slow this down a bit. I get stunned. I come forward. Now, mind you, I only have about 200 ability power. Bam! Bam! Look at that. Tibbers and a fireball, and I chunk his health out from almost 100 to 0 with just 2 moves. That was it. Almost 100 to 0 in 2 moves, and we pick up Malsa out of there as I flash forward to grab the stun. And at this point, I'm like, you know what? I've got the ultimate ward clearing machine right here, or mushroom clearing machine right here, and that's Tibbers. If Tibbers dies, he dies. The mushrooms in that area of the bush are clear. Tibbers served his job. We took out Gangplank. Boom. Flattened his ass. And so that's really all we needed. No, it's not really all we needed. It's all I really needed. So you see, we're constantly checking the bushes. Now with 2 sweepers, we can check both sides of the bush. We see that there's no mushrooms in them there currently, but Teemo walks in. He's still in the sparkles. He gets found, and he gets annihilated. But I cannot stress enough the importance of the sweepers. His Gangplank's just right on edge, and he gets taken out. They're going to try and kill Ari, and yeah. But Draven does pick up Maokai, and then he's going to back up into the turret because here's the thing about Draven. I like the fact that we have an ADC on our team. Don't get me wrong. But Draven's one of those ADCs, pardon me, where you have to know how to play him in order for him to be fully effective. That's not to say he can't be effective, but you have to know how to play him to be fully effective, to get the real good damage out of him, to get not just one but both axes up and spinning and being able to throw them and catch them. You know, I've seen good Draven players. I play with somebody who's a pretty good Draven player, and it's, you know, it's a really impressive thing to watch. You know, I like watching some of the pros and then some of the guys that could be pros and whatnot, and Fiddlesticks just going ham, and it's like, I want Teemo, and Teemo just bails out immediately, and Malsahar, I don't know why I didn't get him, but it doesn't matter. Ari, there we go. Ari picks up a double kill. I pick up Maokai at the end, and that's all we need. They did get our tower, but as you're going to see here, with that beautiful ace and Tibbers leading the way, we got their first tower, and as soon as I remember to move Tibbers, there we go. Sometimes I forget I can control them. And we're going to just bring Tibbers in, and we got enough damage between all of us to knock down the tower again. But as I was saying, Draven, oh yeah, we're going to get the inhibitor too. Gangplank ulti is just not enough. Not with a Tibbers in the lead. But, yeah, and I feel that the person that we have playing Draven doesn't know how to play Draven, which means he's not going to be as effective as he could. And I haven't seen spinning axes, but then again, maybe that is a way to play Draven if you don't know how to play him. When I play Draven, I do try to use the spinning axes, even if it's just one single shot. I really want to help Ari. Unfortunately, not. Yeah, Ari's right. Unfortunately, I didn't think it'd go well, but we still do pick up Maokai as Ari manages to dart out. And poor Gangplank, man. Gangplank can't come near Ari, me, or Fiddlesticks. He really can't. Or even Brand. He'll just get blown up. And without a good front line, and considering that if you take a look at his build, Maokai's kind of gone part AP burst, part tank. He hasn't gone full tank, which again is, I just like blow up Gangplank. He came forward to try and snipe me with a shot, and I just dropped Tibbers on his head, and that was the end of it. Ah, Tibbers, how I love thee. And yeah, I got screwed here, and I knew it. I was standing next to a minion that ended up dying to Malefic Visions, and I ended up dying as well. And you see, Fiddlesticks popping his ulti way too early, but it doesn't matter. We have so much AP right now that we can just pretty much melt anybody that we come up against. And again, there's a little bit of magic resist here. There's none here. There's a little bit here. There's none here. And there's none here. So, yeah, they're against a very heavy AP team, but they're really not building any defenses other than health. Maokai's got the most magic resist right now. which is really good on his part, but we're still just blowing through him. As you see, even in his ulti, I managed to decimate him pretty hard. And I was hoping to get a Nivea, and I do get her an egg, and the turret's going to drop, and I'm still just standing there tanking this out. And my team comes up just in time to help, and I actually do walk away from it. And again, look, where's Teemo? Where's Teemo? And he doesn't get the kill thanks to Ari. Although he might. Those Fiddlesticks, yeah. Fiddlesticks ended up dying to poison, but still. Rather than come forward earlier and help, what does Fiddlesticks do? He just... Not Fiddlesticks, Teemo do. He just stands there in the bush and waits and goes, I'm a ninja! And dies. And Gangplank now... Look, he's got all this wonderful poke, but he's got no lifesteal. One of the biggest things about an ARAM is sustain, especially if you're a physical. Perfect timing. Hold on one sec, folks, while I deal with that. Timing is everything, isn't it? So I spawn up again. I get the second part of a death cap, but you can pretty much guess by now if you look at the timer what's going to happen. Yeah. Again, our team played well, but Maokai not going full on tag. I mean, you can say he kind of did, but no. Not in terms of items that he needs. Fiddlesticks ulti in the perfect spot. Just tons of damage there. And the enemy team just evaporates. I want to go back and look at that in slow motion. Please don't crash. Oh, why are you all standing still? Oh, no! No! Don't do this! Oh. Welcome to LOL Recorder, folks. Oh, well. You can go back and look at it, what happened. That was pretty much the end of it. Teemo was guarding the turrets at that point, but there was 5 of us. We had way too much AP. We just mowed down the turrets, and we mowed down... oh, look. It's actually showing it, but not. That's weird. Okay, that makes perfect sense. And even after jumping back... look. Oh, God, I don't know. I don't know. We're here, but we're not here. Look, we're back here. Whatever. I wanted to show you it, but LOL Recorder's just, like I said, it hasn't had an update in forever, so... Anyways, that was Annie for you. Really effective in ARAM. Really effective anywhere you go. Despite, in a sense, her age, which is kind of funny if you think about it. Because she's supposed to be just this little girl, but one of the very earliest champions released. Her kit is still very effective. Her abilities are still very strong. Still a very viable champion. I enjoy playing Annie a lot, whether I play her on Summoner's Rift, which is very rare, or an ARAM, which is a little more common. And as I say, the enemy team with Maokai not really going all-out tankage, Gangplank not going any survival, and Teemo wanting to play Bush Ninja. That's 3 mistakes that their team just couldn't overcome. It was a good fight overall. You know, it was 39-38, 38-38, somewhere in that range. So it was a good fight. It was a good game. You know, they pushed us back pretty far. We pushed them back pretty far. But in the end, just those 3 things, I think, really caused them to lose. And had they made those 3 little adjustments, this game could have easily gone the other way. But that's going to be it for this one, folks. I'm sorry for taking so long to wrap this up at the end. I said LOL Recorder and the funs of it. So until next time, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. This is One Big Bugga signing out, and I will see you then.